Leh Palace. It's also known as Lalchin Palkar. It's located on the top of the deserted Somo Hill. It was erected in the 17th century, the former palace of the royal family of Leh. The place was one of the tallest structures with 9 stories building. According to the Tourism of India, and you can even read on the board, Leh Palace was constructed by Swang Namgyal, the founder of the Namgyal dynasty of Ladakh, way back in the year 1553. The construction of the place was completed under the regime of Snege Namgyal, who was popularly known as Lion King during the 17th century. One of the reasons why he was known as a Lion King is because he helped many Buddhist monks at that time to build huge monasteries over the mountains. And he's also called as a great architect. Today it's one of the most popular attractions in the Leh, and it's located right in the middle of the Leh market. If you want to go to this spot, you can just simply walk to the market, and there's a small way from there. You can just start to climb the mountain. If you want to go by car, there is another road as well. You can drive till the downstairs of the palace, and from there you have to start to walk. The entry fees for the Leh Palace is 25 rupees for Indian citizen and 300 rupees for foreigners, which is merely $6. When you basically come to the top part of the palace, you can literally see the whole city from the top. I can just imagine how in those times the kings used to enjoy the air, wind flowing over the mountains towards them, and the sight would be breathtaking. While most of the upper floors of the palace were used as the residence of the royal family members, it is said that the 9th floor was meant for the queen and the king, most of the time to glance through the city and enjoy the view in the nights. And the lower floors were basically comprised for the stables and storerooms, and most of them were used by servants as well. Later, in the mid-19th century, after the invasion by the Dongra forces, the royal family was forced to shift their base to the Stoke Palace, and they had to leave the Leh Palace. The palace has seen many wars in its life. Now it does stands in a peace. The walls of the palace has to face huge damages. If we talk about the architectural part, it is said that it's a good resemblance of the most popular Potala Palace of Lhasa in Tibet. Now, in those times, it is called one of the highest palaces built ever in the whole world. So, the base of the architectural design comes from the Tibetan style of architecture. Now, I may not lie, but many kings and queens in the past in India were smart enough while they used to build their palaces. Now, that may not be astounding for you guys. The walls were built in such a manner that they used to remain warm in the winters and cold in the summers. Because if you come to Leh, in summers it's going to be scorching hot, but in winters you're going to get frozen. The palace and most of the houses in Leh are built up with mud, wood, sand and stones. Now, the only reason why they are made of by this is they are easily available over here, and they act as good insulators for the drastic weather temperatures. So if you want to go there, you have to trek this way. I think it's only the trek you have to do. Mostly the cars actually stop over here. That is how you trek. Like from here, you go this all the way, and then you reach over there. You see that? that's called the Victory Tower. Now, it was built by Ladakhi soldiers who led their lives in the war against attacking Balti Kashmiri in the 16th century, and it was built in their memory. So this is a Leh Palace. We are on this level 7 or 8, I think. This is how it looks, the view behind me. So the Leh Palace is open till 6 p.m. Today there's no light, so that's why I didn't took any shots from inside. This is the view. So if you see over there, it's actually raining, so it's snowing on the top. You see over there as well, it's snowing. So it's snowing, I mean it's raining badly, but it's not raining over here in Leh, so that's why it was possible for me to actually come out and visit the palace. The whole of that, the small lane, is Leh Market. There's a fair over there. We are exiting from the level 8. The Grand Leh Palace is an important center of the Buddhist religion. The photos which you are looking at right now, I want to let you know these pictures are one of a kind. Now, some of the paintings which you will see over here are known as or are said to be around 450 years old. If you look around the place, you'll get to see many old paintings and pictures, some great artistic work along Tibetan Thangka. Now, I'm really sorry I was not able to capture good photos because there was no electricity at this moment. The colors in the paintings are really solid, even after surviving more than 450 years. Now, it is said that these colors were actually made by powdering gems and stones. Now, believe it or not, nowadays we die to just see a one gem. At those times, they used to actually powder them. Damn, lucky they. In and around the palace, you may be able to spot a wonderful collection of royal jewelry, ceremonial dresses and crowns. I was not able to capture a lot because of the lack of light, but I was able to see some, but not at that much. Since there was some construction work going as well, so I think they wanted to just keep it away from any wrongdoings. Here in the dark alleys, it was too hard to see anything, so I didn't wait much and just proceeded out. Here to your right, if you see two guys are digging the land together. This system, I have never seen it before, and nor I think like anyone would see in their city. The reason for doing that is in the high altitude, you won't be able to dig holes all by yourself, or you may run out of your breath. This is a wonderful layout of Ladakh market, the main market you can say, a must-visit place where you can sit on the benches and watch thousands of different tourists roam around these shops and feel the cool breeze touching your skin and making it tingle between the toes. Leh, a land of Himalayan mountain ranges, a land of monks, a land of ruins, a land of deserts, a land of Mars. All this is not just what makes Leh a place to visit. Going to this monastery was an epic moment in my life, and to experience the true value of peace and humanity. It's not the people who spoke about it, but the voices of the wall taught me. This place is not just to enjoy and glance through, but to learn a new life within. The land and the mountains of the Leh have taught me many things. It's a must visit for enthusiasts and for everyone to understand the nature and its work in a different and unique way. Today, I am blessed that I was able to travel in this pristine land. Today, Shiva went back all alone on his bike, and I wished he could have also joined with me to watch this palace. But he was running late on his time and his schedule. So I wished him the very best luck for his future destination, that he may reach safe and sound, and bless him for his future life. I may not whine about it, but I was obliged to meet this wonderful soul on my lone journey in this majestic land. Thank you, Shiva, for being so humble and kind. I didn't got a chance to gaze the night sky, but I'm well versed to understand the beauty of it. I have just captured the 20% of its beauty, yet the 80% of it lies unknown.